Alright, just kidding. Now I'm back. Okay. See what Les has got to say about some H3 Snark updates. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's a very interesting scenario today that happened with AC. Hey, Alex of Fiction. I hope you and Jules are having fun. Yeah. Looked good. The pizza looked good. Okay. So somehow they have returned. They have.
Is this the one that I keep fucking up on? I want to go back to the one I keep fucking up on. Yeah, this is the one. This is the pain in the ass one. All right, doing it.
No self-awareness. Now, there are things I want to correct. Because I see, we'll go back to H3 Snark a little later. But I'm seeing things that, like, this is an automatic review, which is very different from a, in this case, it would be a defendant review, like a DOE review. So an automatic review, Cantaloupe, a automatic review comes down from the higher level court. So this is not a automatic review or automated review. This is a review instigated by the DOEs, the losing party.
So H3, or H3 Snark, then instigated this. H3 Snark instigated a review?
Yes, and you know, like the signature you see, and this is a very scary signature if you are a fan of trees or the environment. This is the one signature you don't want to see.
Why?
Our good friend Leah Rosa Rolik is back, and she's the only attorney handling this case. So,
what does that have to do with trees? Les, you already lost me. Am I behind on this or what?
Oh yes, Snark has come back. Again.
Oh, did they just file way too much paperwork? Is that the junk? Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna let him go on.
And I'm going to talk about their actual chances of winning. What does this actually mean? Why are they doing this? And we'll look at the H3 leftover Reddit thread where they have some pretty insane takes on this.
You think?
Now, typically speaking, when you hire a lawyer and you lose in the manner that H3 Snark loses, you're not going to want to hire that lawyer again on your appeal. Because by definition, they don't understand the case well enough. Now, when you appeal it to a higher court...
From what my understanding, they're all using this chick that didn't go to law school, right? I think that's how we know her, is the girl that didn't go to law school. From what I kind of learned along the way is Denham's initially had a decent set of lawyers and somehow like joined up with these guys and made it one. I don't know, like she had, now this woman is everyone's lawyer that's in the picture except for Frogan's, who has like a $900 a year lawyer. Wonder where that $36,000 came from. But anyway, besides the point, we'll get to that anyway. But yeah, she's the wraparound lawyer who's not doing a great job, apparently, from what I'm learning.
What you're saying is that I forgot what her name was.
So
that the previous judge was wrong on the crazy, right, Alex? It was wrong on the interpretation of the law, which means no new facts can be introduced, which often it makes it very difficult for the party who loses to appeal and win.
This is an appeal case?
An automated appeal, this is not an automated appeal, this is appeal coming from the losing side, is when you have the...
Right, because they've already lost part of this lawsuit, right? And so this is H3's appeal. I'm probably not helping anyone, including myself, understand this, but I gotta say something. I'll say something. Les, tell me if I'm being stupid, but you won't, because you don't know who I am.
Ninth Circuit, for example, is just independently looking at this case and saying, oh, something's not right here. That, you have like a 50-50 chance of the appeal being overturned. This appeal, I think, is less than 10% chance of working.
Ouch. Why bother?
But then you have to ask yourselves, like, why would Snark do this?
Right.
So I'm asking the general question,
legal
not
advice,
even outside of the law, just a general question for you guys. why would Snark... So what's the other option? The other option is prepare to court. Save your money. Don't pay later. So this costs money. This costs money. Costs paper and ink and all this good stuff, right? So the question becomes, why don't you just guys gear up for court? Why are you still...
This isn't even a court case yet?
Why would you appeal what I think and what you should probably know is a losing argument? It's to delay.
Oh.
So, in my opinion...
Filibustering. Filibuster.
They're not going to win this. Now, again, you can never say never, right?
They're just wasting time.
Have taken
purposely. Going the Frogan route, apparently.
This is where... Like Carl Job, for instance, versus Billy Mitchell. 95% of the people, including Moist Critical, who is a really intelligent individual, thought that Carl Job was going to beat Billy Mitchell. He was shocked when Billy Mitchell won because the claims were not anything involving cheating. Carl presented it as Billy Mitchell is suing me for defamation because I called him a cheater, but Billy Mitchell is a cheater, and here's my proof.
But he is, though.
But it was about Apollo Legend. So 95% of the people there were absolutely wrong about who was going to win. So I always leave a little wiggle room, but this is pretty obvious to me that H3 Snark is delaying. Now, why might they delay? Now, this is where,
Yeah, why delay if it's inevitable? Why spend more money on just putting off getting fucked? So you want it just to be over with?
Case. If you guys remember this case, Pixie versus Destiny, we actually asked Destiny about it. There's a huge battle over a term called spoilation. Oh, I guess there it must be in the law. But there's a huge battle over the term of spoilation.
Like spoilation?
Spoilation means essentially that the evidence is getting cold. Or maybe they're trying to, destroy the evidence. That's what I think they're doing here. Evidence spoilation is the destruction, alteration, hiding, and failure to preserve the evidence relevant to a legal issue. It occurs when a party knows or reasonably should know that the material may be important to be pending. So let me give you a theory here. Let me give you a kind of an interesting idea. You have a shit ton of evidence because you are literally a subreddit of a snark. You have evidence on all types of things, all types of people. Why would you hire somebody who's going to write 1,881 pages? That's insane, right? It's insanity.
Based on what? What is the information going in there? Literally, what are they saying?
Why would you look, out of all the lawyers you can find, you found a lawyer...
It's just going to confuse the process.
Even her vacation time, she wanted to tell you, which is bizarre, right? Shout out to Judge Sally Kim.
Is someone who basically writes that much and spends that much time doing this, is that actually a sign that someone doesn't know what they're doing instead of keeping it simple? Is that how it goes with lawyering?
You found a lawyer that is writing almost 2,000 pages of legal content.
That could be in 2 succinct pages. It's in college, it's harder to write a succinct essay that's 2 pages when you could bullshit for pages upon pages upon pages and just exhaust your professor where they're just going to give you a fucking A because they're like, fuck it. They put this much energy into it, right? I got to give them something. Is that what she's doing?
Which I've never seen before, right? This is for 46 docket entries, this is ridiculously large amount of content coming from Leah Rosa Rulick.
Okay, I think I actually got a good start on this one.
It looks like a delay tactic, no?
Yeah, makes sense.
It looks like a delay tactic
it would
to me.
Any other circumstance, even outside of law, But what I don't get is why delay the inevitable if delaying the inevitable just costs extra money and doesn't actually change the circumstances of the inevitable? Like, why? Is it just, I mean, is it because the legal system just takes for fucking ever and they're going to get a free, be just doing something like this is going to get them an extra couple of years? Is that the incentive? Because other than that, if you're tacking on maybe 3 more months and an extra $100,000, why bother? Why not just get the reaming over with?
Yes, Alex, yes, a different judge reviews the appeal. Typically, 3 judges will review it. So not just one judge, right? Hey, the anti-Mormon. Okay, we will get to Reckless Ben probably in the next half hour, 45 minutes. We do have a really well-written shout out to Ristic Siphon. We have Reckless Ben. We have Reckless Ben. We have big updates from Reckless Ben, thanks to our good friend Ristic Siphon. But yeah, I wanted to explain like what I think is going on here. I am so proud of my township right now.
Like, this is perfect. This is,
it's a delay tactic. So
I got everything. I got my fort.
Doesn't make sense that they are attempting to delay this as much as possible, so they can start deleting. Yes, I'm very.
Oh, can you do what? Deleting evidence? What?
Very happy, Alex, and shout out to Ristic Siphon for the Reckless Ben stuff. We have a docket. I think the docket is in our Discord. Yes, the docket is in the Discord. So, spoliation is like either you're trying to destroy evidence or evidence is going to automatically be deleted.
You could do that, and there's even a term for it. It's so normal. Where you just delay time so you could get rid of evidence? How is that a thing? What? How is that legal? How can you do that? What kind of loophole is that? What the fuck? That's gotta be something, there's gotta be more to that I'm not getting or something, because you can't just, what?
It definitely seems like they are dragging this out as long as possible. Their attorney is not any good. But the one thing that she's like incredibly good at is like just like killing
wasting time.
But understand that both parties have to read the 2,000 pages. So like if both parties have to read the 2,000 pages, that takes time, that takes effort, and then they have to respond to it, and then there's another 2,000 pages. You know, it's a hey Kelsey, it's a bizarre statement to make, but like if you are destroying evidence,
I don't understand how that can be a thing.
Rosa Vulik would be your lawyer of choice.
How can that be a blatant thing? Hi, baby girl. Hi.
Now, you wouldn't tell Leia that you're going to destroy evidence. Have they considered converting to Mormon? Hey, Tony the Yellow. Maybe. We'll talk about that in Reckless Ben. Now, part 2 has come out. So we can actually look at part 2. Yeah, thank you for the donation, Tony the Yellow. Part 2 has come out. I just want you to know that there is no chance. Like, again, I'm saying 90-10.
I just got done crying in a Papa Murphy's. So that's what I've done today. Because and it wasn't for any reason. I just started crying because I have trouble in public places. So that's what I've done. Is I wept in public for no obvious reason.
Only because like I give like the worst case is 10%. Because you really have no idea what can really happen, right? So I'm not plaintiff's lawyer, I'm not defendant lawyer, I'm not the judge. So they have more information that may not be public. I'm only basing it on information I currently have. So yeah, imagine being so afraid of your name because you said something so bad.
Yes, it is.
And again, after we're done reviewing this is not a super long document.
Okay, so here's what happened. it's really depressing. So I went to Papa Murphy's to pick up an order, right? And they were really busy, and they were really behind, and shit. And usually, I don't like bitching to people in the service industry because I've been there and it's just like, no matter, I'd have to get like a live squirrel in my fucking food to say something, and even then, I probably wouldn't say anything. But so I'm sitting there and it gets to like the 45-minute mark, and I've noticed that all the people who came up and were complaining and bitching about not getting their food, they got moved up in line. And so I was like, and two separate groups of people who had ordered after me were already getting their food. So after I was the only one in the building 10 minutes before close, and I'd been there like maybe 45 minutes, I like got up, I was like, hey, do you have any updates on this order? And she's like, I had been moved to the back because I was the only one that wasn't complaining. So I got bumped behind and forgotten about because I didn't want to be an asshole. And then I got in my head, because I have a hard time like in public, and it was really hot in the building, and I didn't want to say anything, and I felt bad, and so I just like started like tearing up, and they looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it's fine. It's good. They're like, by the way, we're out of the cheese sticks that you ordered. I'm like, fuck, it's okay. Just kidding, whatever. I just gotta go. Oh, it was humiliating. But just like that pent up frustration where I was like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to be a dick. But they're like clearly putting me in the back behind all these people. And I'm like the only one in here. And it's just because I didn't bitch at them. And I'm just like, what do I do? So I got in my head and it was a rough one. It was rough. Yeah, they didn't give me a coupon. From what I was hearing them explain to, like, because there were customers that were obviously bitching, and I heard them explain to that like they didn't have very good training and they were all like brand new and didn't know what was going on. So that was like a reason why I was like, okay, no matter what, I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth. Like these people are having a hard fucking time, you know? But then I started to just get kind of frustrated because I was getting ignored because I wasn't bitching, and two separate groups of people who ordered after me were getting out. Just like, I don't know. Yeah. But I've been in the food industry before, and I've done like dumb shit, and I've had my off days, and it's like not obviously their fault, but it's just, I just got, I got really in my head. And so instead of complaining, I just sat alone and started crying and freaking all of them out. And the poor kid was like, I'm so sorry, like, have a good day. I was like, no, you do, it really is fine. I'm fine, it really is fine. You guys are fine, you guys work really hard, I know you do. Fuck. I hate my life so much. Yeah, they were out of the cheesy bread. That was the thing, is like, when, after 45 minutes of me waiting there, they're like, oh, well, so we just started your pizza, but by the way, we're out of cheesy bread. And I think that's when the tears started. I think that's when I started to break down a little bit. It's not a big deal, but it's just funny because I started crying. I'm just a pathetic fucking individual.
I'll tell you why Leia is a bad lawyer.
Damn it.
This is written incredibly poorly.
Damn it.
Oh, welcome WM33776
I feel bad about that. I think I horrified them. I think they would have rather have seen me weep, or rather have gotten bitched at, than see me just cry. Like that probably terrified them way fucking more. And that wasn't my intention. I didn't mean to like, guilt them or freak them out. I was just getting in my head, and I have a tough time in public spaces, especially if there's like a lot of time elapses and I'm just like sitting there by myself. Like, just anyway, moving on. It's just a day in my life.
Boo? Yeah, I haven't seen part 3. I don't know if it's made yet. I guess it's made on his Patreon. I'll go check a little later. I've been dealing with like an AC/plumbing issue all day. The issue finally got resolved around 7 today, so we can.
Pretty sure you said that last time. Pretty sure this has been an ongoing AC saga.
Live stream at 8, which is great. So they're fighting tooth and nail. Very interesting arguments are being made. Essentially, it's very templated. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, at the office, they just have this for appeals. And then they templated it, and then Leia just used the template. They're asserting First Amendment issues. So they're asserting First Amendment issues and their right to be anonymous. Here, like, permit the order
Is being able to speak anonymously part of the First Amendment? I didn't know that.
compels disinterest.
So they're really fighting. It seems like their biggest concern is being anonymous. And what does that tell you? If people are fighting this much just to not have their name known, doesn't that indicate that they realize how fucked up they are? Like, if they're, like, I think there was one piece where they're like, I will lose my job, my family will abandon me if my name is out there. It's just like, okay, that sounds like a bit of an admission that you know you're doing some fucked up shit. You think your family's gonna disown you if your name comes out. Or it's someone who's established. Like, would it be hilarious if it was like Hassan or something that was part of H3 Snark? I don't know. No, I know that he's got better things to do, even if it's being petty. But that's a pretty big red flag. And to me, that is a self-admission that you know you're doing some fucked up, heinous shit if you are fighting that hard to stay anonymous. You know you lying if you're fighting that hard. People who are, you know, like WikiLeaks, you know, people who are fighting for the truth to come out into the world, fighting for people to have available access to the truth. They're not going to fight that hard to stay anonymous. So I think this might be the polar opposite if people are fighting that hard.
Third parties, Reddit, and
I'm
Discord.
ready for you, local uprising.
Reduce information that will reveal the Doe's identities, while the Doe's assert a constitutional privilege and remaining.
Yeah, these aren't freedom fighters.
Anonymous.
These are people who are doing some shady, masturbatory, basement dueling shit, and they know it.
You do have a constant, but then you lose that. It's kind of like elementary school. The reason that like these like snarkers are so dumb is because they never like learned like basic elementary school stuff. They think they live in their own little bubble, right? So let's say that you have a bathroom privilege in elementary school. So every time you don't need to raise your hand, you just go up front, you take the bathroom pass, and you go to the bathroom. But let's say like you're going to the bathroom like every 5 minutes. That privilege is going to be taken away from you. So even though you might have a constitutional privilege to remain anonymous, if you commit contributory copyright infringement, you no longer have that privilege. So this is basically, oh, thank you. Yeah, H-Town, Pokemon cards, and the law. Exactly. That's what, and Legos. Now we talk about Legos. So that's exactly what privilege. I mean, I don't understand. Like, this is exactly like what happened here, and even, no matter how much you tell,
shut up, damn it.
Correct. So the right to bear arms, right? So you have the right to bear arms.
Why are we talking about that amendment now?
If you use that gun and start shooting people when they start dying, Second Amendment.
Why are we talking about Second Amendment?
No one is contesting your privilege to own a gun. Maybe after you're guilty, then we'll have to take that right away from you, a la Tectone, right? We're contesting we were saying, hey, no, you committed the crime of shooting people. So this is something that like H3 Snark has a really difficult time understanding. They think that this is an absolute privilege, right? When in fact it is a privilege that if you violate your right to have that privilege, it will be taken away. And one thing would be civil. Yeah. So I'm comparing the gun scenario with criminal. I'm comparing this with civil.
I think you're muddying the waters with that one, man. I don't think we need an analogy. Just a straightforward explanation is really good.
So when you are being sued and there is a prima facie case.
Prima facie. I hate legalese. I swear to fucking God. It butchers the hell out of Latin, and it drives me nuts. Prima facie. Like, what a nonsense way to pronounce that. Nonsense. There's no soft C in Latin. And you don't slur the I and the E together. You pronounce them separately. Prima facie.
of copyright infringement or contribute. Remember.
And that means nothing to anyone. Except for me. But still, legalese drives me nuts how they butcher fucking Latin. It is just, it's blasphemous.
Frogan's name, and I think this is important to remember.
Do we know Frogan's name?
Frogan's name, real name, wasn't out there until she was sued.
Oh.
But even Frogan, with her lawyer, I guess,
know her name.
realized that, no, I can't say that he doxed me. Other people would say, oh, they doxed Frogan. No, there is no doxing. You sued somebody. That's what happened. This happens thousands of times a day, right?
Sure.
The same thing. Oh, we're going to take a look at other stuff. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff from Reckless Bed. But I want you guys to know, like, how silly this is. How just kind of...
I'm just trying to lay out how this is fucking stupid. That's it. Appreciate it, Les.
This really, like, when I saw them appeal it, I immediately thought, this is sporulation. Like, that's what in my experience, the only reason they would do this is for that. And they say Denon's, but even Denon's wouldn't make the argument, I got doxxed. No, you just got sued.
Caesar.
It's a very
My
different
love.
thing. But AIDS-Free Snark continues to make this argument, oh, we got doxxed, oh, he's going to come after us. No, he's coming after you to sue you for copyright infringement.
That's super wild that that's a claim. When didn't they... I mean, theoretically, isn't H3 Snark responsible for CPS, like, coming to their house, and they're going to make the claim that that their personal information is being violated? That's super ironic.
That's it. Contributory copyright infringement. So, yeah, so this is it. There's something really weird about...
they can make that claim with a straight face, really. How do people live with themselves?
So, many times, and I don't know why she does this, Leia is just going to kill more trees. This is completely unnecessary. So, for example, what is this? This is her copy and pasting something the judges are already going to know. Leia has this really weird thing where, like, she will copy and paste instead. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Spoilation. Okay, I'll give you an example. So after everything was said and done, she, like, sent this thing here.
There we go.
Where is it? Oh, and Leia's performance in court is really bad.
I want to know what that looks like. We haven't seen any live shit. We haven't seen any live work being done. I want to see this bitch in action.
She was very nervous. So her hand, like, she started shaking uncontrollably.
Well, she's ultimately inexperienced, right? Okay, so we know that she didn't go to law school, which inherently is going to have some mandatory practicum. But how new is she to the field in general?
Probably. And this is the person who's going to handle your appeal. She barely could stand up straight. Like,
how did they find this person?
This is not... Like, if I was AIDS-Free Snark...
Especially because it sounds like Denham's got, like, a pretty solid team together. It's weird.
When I saw her performance, I would be like, no, we need to send somebody else from the law firm.
Ouch.
We cannot send her to the law firm because we are going to get crushed. Ouch. Yeah. So, yeah, this is it. Number one, at this point in time, the case is over. So on January 20th, the case is over. The only thing
in January
left to do is for the judge to decide. Randomly, on March 3rd, Leia wants everyone to know she's on vacation. Again,
because she's been working really hard.
Again, becomes completely irrelevant because the case is decided before June. Or before June, right? We're still in May.
What are you talking about?
So completely unnecessary, but more to the point, like, this is like something that annoys me as a lawyer.
My chat.
So a new case, the Supreme Court case came out. this is the citation here. So any judge, including Sally Kim, is going to know about this case. And if you cite the case, it's really easy to find because it is a Supreme Court case. But in the attempt to kill more trees, she has copied and pasted this thing, the whole case, as if a judge, or as if Ethan Klein's lawyer, or as if they couldn't find it. So, like, this thing could have just been literally one page. This is enough. This is enough. But somehow she made something that should have been 2 pages at most. 30 pages.
Damn. I think that speaks to maybe she's a little insecure on how she's doing. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. All right, for some reason, my chat's not showing up. But no one's talking to me anyway, so that's, like, fine, you know. Anyway, okay.
And that's the same here. Like, this doesn't need to, like, if you say General Order 44... Yeah, if you mention it here, the court is going to know what that is. There is no need to, there's no need to educate the court on what this is. So it's kind of like, why do we need this? Yeah, maybe Ristic Siphon, yeah, convincing client, like, so, she really is out to kill trees.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's no other explanation for half the shit she does. Yeah, let me show you this. Okay.
Probably couldn't be a better sign of someone who desperately wants it to look like they don't know what they're doing when they desperately don't know what they're doing.
Let me show you how many trees he has killed for no reason. Oh, okay, so she did this, okay?
You're really a warrior for the trees, and I appreciate that.
So she sent all this,
we all
right?
appreciate that. We're all tree lovers here.
Then there was a motion for correction. So she's the one sending the documents, and then she has to correct her own documents, and then she corrected them again. Do you know, like, this correction costs 548 pages a person. This correction...
Per person? Wait, so how many did they...
So that's 508.
Yeah, I could see your chat. That's what I was just trying to figure out. I have a chat, like, overlay on my game, but for some reason the chat's not showing up in the thing. It's being stupid. I'll try again. Damn it! And I'll try to put a chat box, and it just loads and takes forever, so I don't know what's going on there. What?
That's 700 pages of corrections being made. I've always said,
oh, there
hey,
we go. There we go.
File something correctly, you can take your time to make sure it's correct.
Say something.
You are the moving party. You're the ones filing the paper. Like, you don't need to file this unless it's correct.
Damn it!
I also said this about Carl Jobs as well.
Don't know what that is.
It really does seem like she's wasting time. Look, this is September 22nd.
I'm sorry,
and she's already making corrections on
Come on.
the 24th. This is like a student turning in their paper. Let's say the paper is due whenever you want it to be due, but by the end of the semester, right? Within statute of limitations. This is like a student
It's showing up
turning in
now.
the paper the first day they receive it.
We got it.
And then 2 days later, they're like, oh, no, I need to take that paper back. Let me give you a different paper. Then the question is, why did you turn in the paper Monday when the paper wasn't ready and had lots of mistakes to it?
Is she stupid?
Look, like, why did...
It's stupid.
Like, look at this. Motion,
reason
correction of
is
docket, like...
Stupid.